Alrighty, good afternoon. It's Friday. Time for my little walk around the farm. I'm gonna see what sort of fun-filled wildlife we can see. Mostly insects and that. Usually about this time of year is when I start seeing praying mantis. Of course, you kind of gotta look for them on the ground there. They blend in really quick, and I usually discover them when I'm on the mower. Yeah, most of the time, because I pay attention, for the most part. There's a nice butterfly, one of the zebra tails. Those are really hard to get on the camera because they, unlike a monarch, they'll sit there and land on a flower and stay there for a few minutes and then slowly go to another one. Because they can, because they're not very good tasting to birds. Just because of what they feed on, they can kind of mosey. I'll cruise over there because I see that one and a few others. So let's shoot across and see if I can get them in better view. I also got to be careful out here. I got some projects from years gone by, but I've seen about 3 of them in a quick glance. There's one over there. There's some yellow ones flying around. They're more common. Such a beautiful day. Still some more trimming I need to get done. But I'm just going to wait for it to get a little bit cooler. So when I walk out here, I don't have to worry about bugs and things like that. So it's Friday, probably be just spent on the deck. We'll go downstairs and do some curls. I may or may not video it. We'll see how motivated I feel about setting the camera up. Although it is kind of my livelihood. So you can see the flowers are starting to dry up. They go into seed pretty soon. Oh, they're one of those zebra tails. Did I keep on them? That's good to see. Diversity. You can see where all these trees are popping up. Those are the parent ones that I dug up about 25 years ago. At my parents' place, they were probably even smaller than those when I planted them. And now they're spreading, which I want them to do. This was the plan the whole time. So, and then I had the DNR come out and plant this for me. So, I used to have the whole field, where you see those beans now, was this way. But I have somebody farm that and make a little bit of income off it. Not much, but it helps. These days and ages, you gotta keep finding ways to supplement your income. As you can complain about the situation you're in, or you can take steps to improve it. And you gotta constantly be reminding yourself to take those steps and formulate plans every now and then. And then you try to balance it with life. You know, I have 3 sources of income right now. I have my main job, and then I have a secondary job where I do some deliveries for Walmart. I haven't been as active on that as I probably should be, to be all honest. But we've kind of went over that. Being on that 3rd shift, just draining my energy for that. And then I have my social media, which fluctuates from time to time to being little to nothing to sometimes not so bad. But not to the point where I can retire and just do this. Maybe in another 20 years. Who knows? Channel, to be honest with you, has grown bigger than I ever thought it would be. I was listening to one of my old videos where I was celebrating 100 subscribers. I was happy about having 100 subscribers. At the time, I didn't even realize you could get monetized on YouTube. And somebody said, well, hey, you know, once you hit 1,000 and you get so many hours of viewing and yada, 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 you can start making money. I had one video go viral. It was just get in the gym and lift. And it, within weeks, I went from 100 subscribers to 1,300. I went from 100 viewing hours to 5,000 viewing hours. One video did it. And I was like, wow, monetized. It was paying me good money. I think it has paid me almost $1,300 total. I'm thinking, man, this is easy. So I made more videos. Yeah, they didn't go viral. Such is life. But I did meet some good people through the YouTube family. I've watched some good people come and go. I watched some that I started watching and finally like, maybe they're not for me. And unlike other people, I didn't say anything negative. I didn't announce I was leaving, and I just, you know, stopped watching them and went to other venues. More people would do that, life would be better. I've made some changes and went back and changed back. There we go. Big old. Hope I got him in there. There we go, there, I got him. They'll be heading south here pretty quick. Give them about another week. Be heading down south. I see them down in Missouri one time in huge numbers. There's probably about 50 of them loaded in a tree at the hatchery. Looks like he's coming this way. Coming this way. See how close he'll get to me. Really close. Yeah. Get a good view of him. Oh yeah, big old birdie. Yeah. Having a good old time. Just kind of riding the thermals. Taking it easy. Looking for dinner. Well, let's see. I had a guy mail me a letter 2 weeks ago. I think it's gotten lost. Let me see. Nope. I don't know. Sometimes it gets lost in the mail. I'll have to try to remail it out to me. Sit there and you confirm the address was correct. He's wanting to get some online training, and we have kind of started it a little bit, but check would be nice if it showed up. I think I'm gonna have to chalk it up to lost in the mail. Somebody might have seen the check and tried to cash it, and the bank might have just said, nope, it's not to you. Oh, there's that. Oh, scale like it's in front of me, and it's not. A zebra tail. Could be a different one. Might be the same one. There's a mark there past them that I can see. I don't know if you can see it. It might look at me. I thought I hit the reverse lens. Looks like I didn't. So, a couple monarchs. A bunch of yellow and white butterflies. There's another color one. The zebra tails. Looking pretty good. Yeah, and this field provides a lot of food for them. And like I said, that was the area that's cleaned up. Might even, maybe next year, put a picnic table there. Kind of make it like a little bit of a park. Oh yeah, there's a mark. Oh, that's a, now that, I think of the Viceroy because of the size. They look just like the monarch, a little bit smaller. And because the coloring's the same, the birds leave them alone. There he is. And the reason the birds don't like to eat marks, because as a caterpillar, they live off milkweed, which is very distasteful for the birds. So they'll eat one mark and then they won't eat any more. And that's what keeps them safe. Now this is my, just walk around and get some exercise, get the blood moving, get out of that. I just got up and want to kind of sit back and stay in the rest and relaxed position. So either it'll be probably throw some eggs in the blender, get some calories in me, and then tonight probably order Casey's Pizza. Pizza. Well, this is why I talk about just enjoying life. Just get out and go for a walk. Kind of unwind your day. You know, no political discussions here. Not worrying about things that's going on in the world that really don't directly affect me. Not that I'm uncaring, but, you know, my life is not consist of freaking out over things I can't control. There's a mark there, there's a mark there. Now these are marks, you can tell they're a little bit bigger. I think that's him. There we go. Yep. Let's get them in view. There we are. You can see how similar they are. Monarch is just a little bit bigger of a butterfly. And I had two of them right next to each other. So a big improvement from last year. There's the other one. So last year I think I seen only one all year. And I got online and everybody was reporting kind of the same thing. It wasn't just me. What do we have here? Got a piece of metal stuck in the ground. I'll have to come out with something to pry that out. Not something I want to find with lawnmower blades. And like I said, the pond is definitely needing some water. It's too bad I don't have a big old pump, because I do have a creek on the other side of my property that I could use to fill it. And that's one of the things I'll invest in. Big old water pump, a couple 100 feet of hose, and then keep this thing filled up. Because right now it's, in my opinion, it's too low. But it's kind of the cycle thing. I know the trees are sucking a lot out. So definitely going to be a nice weekend. Looking forward to it, no matter how much activity you do or don't do. That was a big bug. I just not sure what it is. I think it's a frog, because he's jumping too far. But I haven't seen him. Oh, there's a big old bee. Huh. I just love going out and exploring. You know, to see what Mother Nature's got to offer. It's the best entertainment out there. Like I say, I got my vitamin D on. About 15 minutes in the sun will do you good. Now, the greater your ability to tan, the longer you really need to be in there, to a point. And then on the other end of the spectrum, you have to be careful. So for me, about 15 minutes, I'm going to produce all the vitamin D my body needs. And it produces a lot of endorphins that make you feel better, make you happy. And I don't look so pale. Things like that. So remember, rest, nutrition, proper exercise, hydration, have fun in the sun, and just get in the gym and lift.